Hi, Mr. Jacobs here. Hope you and your family are well. I'm hoping to teach you a little bit more about time today. In this slideshow there will be some time challenges for you to try towards the end, but if you would like some challenges to do outside of this slideshow, let me just take you through a few tips on how to find those challenges. There's plenty of learning online on interactive games. One game I strongly recommend is called Telling the Time on Maths Frame. There's the link there on show for you. If you just put Tell the Time Maths Frame into your Google search, it will come up with the game, and within that you can test yourself on hour, half-hour times, 15-minute times, quarter past, quarter to, to the nearest 5 minutes, or even to the nearest minute. And it can also challenge you on digital times and analog times. So that's a good game to play if you're very confident with time, but has levels if you're not so confident. If you like something to print off and have in front of you, there's some wording there to put into your Google Images to find the work for you. So if you're working at a sizzling level, you want to be looking to type in o'clock and half past times to solve into Google Images, up to quarter to and quarter past. If you're more of a hot level, perhaps telling the time to the nearest 5 minutes or to the nearest minute as you get more confident again, will give you some work to solve with regards to the nearest 5-minute times. And again, scorching, looking at this where we're looking at analog times predominantly, you can find some clock times there. We'll ask you to put the hands onto images of clocks to the nearest minute. 2 o'clock would be quite straightforward to draw onto a clock face. Drawing 2:07 accurately is a little bit more challenging, for example. Here we have an example of a clock. On the right hand side we can see the terms past and quarter, and on the left hand side we can see the terms to and quarter, as in quarter to. Go around the clock, you can clearly see your hours there, 1 round to 12, and you can see in the blue boxes just examples of minutes past the clock. So 15 minutes past, 30 minutes past, 45 minutes past the hour. As you may be aware, we say quarter to more commonly. The blue hand, the short hand, is the hour hand. It's pointing at the 1, so it tells us it's 1 something. The hour hand is pointing at 00 or 12, so it tells us that it's 1 o'clock. The hour hand has travelled past the 1 in this example. This tells us it's 1 something, but how many minutes past has it got? The longer minute hand, is pointing at half, so it's telling us half past 1. How many minutes is half past? 30 minutes, I can hear you screaming at the screen, but let's just work that out. Between the 12 and 1, it is little black dots, they indicate a second. How many between 12 and 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 seconds between each number in bold. So if we go round, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes past 1. I've got some times set in front of you: 4, 8, 2 o'clock, and on the right hand side 10:30, 4:30 and 2:30. Now the times that lie next to them are not the right times. You need to quickly in your mind draw a line between those. So where is 4 o'clock? Is it the first clock shown, the second clock shown, or the third clock shown on the left hand side? And likewise on the right hand side, which one is showing 10:30, 4:30 and 2:30? I'll give you 20 seconds just to solve those. Keep going. Once you've solved 2, then obviously the third one will look after itself because there'll only be 1 time left on each side. Don't worry, you haven't found them all as yet. We're going to go through this, so don't panic. So looking at the screen, where is 4 o'clock? So 4 o'clock is the second clock down, 8 o'clock is the third clock down, which leaves us with 2 o'clock at the top of the page. We can check that one. The hour hand is pointing at the 2. The minute hand is pointing to the o'clock, to the 12. This is 2 o'clock. On the right hand side, 10:30 is the middle time. We can see this because the blue hand has gone past the 10. The minute hand is at half past 10, 10:30. 4:30 is at the bottom, and 2:30 is the time at the top. quarter past. The hour hand has travelled past the 2, which tells us it's 2 something. The minute hand is pointing at the 3. As you can see the word there, quarter, on the right hand side, so quarter past 2. How many minutes is that? Again, starting at the 12, round to the 1 is 5 minutes, round to the 2 is 10 minutes, and round to the 3 is 15 minutes. So we've gone 15 minutes past 2. In the morning, we would say quarter past 2 in the morning, or 2:15 AM, or digital time would be 02:15. If this was the afternoon, so between midday and midnight, we would say quarter past 2 in the afternoon, 2:15 PM, or 14:15. Quarter 2, the hour hand is in the same place, just gone past the 2, so it's 2 something. The minute hand though has moved round to the 9. How many minutes is that? We're now pointing to the 2 sign. So you can see it's pointing at quarter 2, but is it quarter to 2 or quarter to 3? Correct, it's quarter to 3 because we're coming round to 3 o'clock. Let's just check the minutes. So starting at 12, round to the 1 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes past, so we would say 2:45. Or if we were to say minutes 2, we work out how many minutes to go until it's 3 o'clock. So between the 9 and 10 is 5, 10, 15 minutes to 3, or quarter to 3. And again, you can see there in the morning, 2:45 AM or 02:45. In the afternoon, 2:45 PM or 14:45 if it was the digital time. I've got some quarter past and quarter to times for you to solve now. So again, on the left hand side, 4:15, 8:15, 2:15. Which one of those 3 clocks on the left hand side matches one of those 3 times? When you've done those, move to the right hand side. Which clock matches 10:45, 2:45 and 2:45? I'm going to give you 20 seconds to solve these problems. So 4:15 is the time in the middle. 8:15, time at the bottom. We can see the hour hand is pointing at 8 and the minute hand is at the 3. 8:15, and the first time is 2:15. Going across the page, 10:45, so we're looking for an hour hand that's gone past the 10 and a minute hand that is pointing at the 9. Well done if you got 10:45. 4:45 at the bottom. What's another way of saying 4:45? Fantastic, quarter to 5. Well done. And then our top time there is 2:45. Brilliant. This clock face, in bold numbers you can see the hours, 1 round to 12. In red you can see the number of minutes past the hour. In blue you can see the phrases used to describe minutes past the hour, 10 past, 20 past. In green, the number of minutes to the hour, 25, quarter to, 5 to, and so on. In this example, the blue hand, hour hand, has gone past the 3, but is not at the 4 yet, so it's 3. Number of minutes past is pointing at the 5, or it's pointing at the 25. It's 3:25. These are the examples of the challenges I told you about. So if you want to do these sizzling times, on this page I'm showing you a set of sizzling times. On a piece of paper, simply write 1, 2, 3, 4. If you would like to complete these challenges and write down your times, just pause the video and check with an so you can have a look at these different times. Here we are with some hot examples, and the same rule applies. If you'd like to try these times, then just pause this video so you can study it a bit longer, and then on a piece of paper, numbers 1 to 4 or letters A, B, C, D, and write down the exact times. The second page of hot problems challenges you at the bottom to show me that these are AM times. So we're now starting to look at digital time. Now if if I was to say it was 1 o'clock in the morning, the digital time would be 0100. That's a little bit of a clue as to how you're going to represent these numbers as an AM time. Scorching, so here we have AM and PM time. So you need to use your digital knowledge to show how the time is PM. For example, if it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I would write 1500, applying the rule that you add 12 hours to it. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you add 12 to the 3, gives me 15.00, 1500. This first clock is showing it's 11:21. It's obviously going to be 11:21 at night. So think about 11 plus 12. And this is the final page of Scorching Problems. Remember, pause the video to complete these challenges. Go back to the first slide if you need some tips on how to find some more learning resources on time online to either play an online game or to print off some sheets to try at home. Stay safe, and I really do hope we get to see you soon. Thank you.